In this video, we discuss how to engage independent movers, which is the last phase of the initial bonding procedures with the Brava system. If any brackets require rebonding, then perform that procedure before proceeding to engaging independent movers. The first step after indirect bonding the brackets is to check for and remove any residual IDB tray material using a scaler or an explorer. Also, check for and remove any adhesive flash using a sharp scaler or a finishing burr. Use dental floss interproximally to ensure the enamel contacts have not been bonded together with adhesive. Use a scaler, serrated strip, or dental floss to remove any bonding material if it's present. Now check the treatment overview card, which is found in the Brava patient kit, to determine if interproximal reduction or IPR is needed. All IPR values are displayed on the card for reference. Perform any IPR indicated on the treatment overview card unless the tooth is not accessible at this appointment. Keep in mind that all IPR should be completed within the first 3 months. Here's a helpful hint. Mark off the IPR values on the card as you complete them, then you know what's left to be done at the next appointment. Failure to perform IPR as indicated on the treatment overview card can compromise the projected treatment plan. Now you're ready to insert the Brava Independent Movers appliance. To ensure optimal engagement, follow the standard engagement order as described on the treatment plan summary. Start by engaging the arms of the first molars, followed by the first bicuspids, then the incisors, and finally engage all remaining teeth. Following this reference can save chair time because some arms get in the way of other arms during insertion. Using the tips of the lingual Weingart pliers, grasp the tip of the first molar clasp and deliver the Independent Movers appliance to the mouth, and then insert the clasp into the vertical slot of the first molar bracket. Release the clasp and then orient one tip of the pliers into the base of the bracket and the other tip on top of the clasp. Then gently squeeze to engage the clasp. Make sure to squeeze on both sides of the clasp until it fully seats in the vertical slot of the bracket and you hear an audible click confirming the clasp is fully engaged. Repeat the insertion and engagement process on the other first molar bracket. If the clasp will not engage when squeezing the tips, remove the clasp from the bracket and reinsert it into the vertical slot. Sometimes a slight adjustment is needed before the clasp can fully seat in the bracket. Then continue to insert and engage the first bicuspids, then the incisors, and then engage the rest of the clasps in the bottom bracket on that arch. Here's an important tip. To ensure that Brava Independent Movers are fully engaged, check each clasp using a scaler. Place the tip of the scaler in the window of the clasp and gently tug. If the clasp lifts out of the vertical slot, that means the clasp was not fully engaged in the bracket. Taking a few extra seconds to confirm that all clasps are securely engaged will prevent unwanted tooth movement and will ensure that treatment progresses as planned. When the Brava appliance is fully engaged, check for occlusal interferences, which can slow down treatment or damage the appliance. Place bite turbos where needed to prevent collisions. If the patient feels any discomfort, then apply Soft Flow or a similar comfort product over the area of discomfort. Soft Flow is a syringe-delivered, light-cured comfort product that stays in place for several days. With the patient raised in the chair, provide education and instructions regarding the Brava appliance. Discuss what to expect during the first few weeks of treatment, especially how to manage discomfort and speech issues. This concludes the 5 phases of the Brava bonding instructions. For more technique videos with the Brava system, go to BRIUS OneSource, where all clinical support materials are made available to providers and their team members.